think I hear my audio, but I'm just not sure. Alright, good, I hear it. I'm trying to speak loud and clear. So, hello everyone, Sackmark here, Blue Spartan 107 here. We are back in Outer Worlds, the DLC, and we are going to pray that the stream does not decide to be buggy, because I don't feel like resetting the router. I'm also kind of tired as shit. All I've done is take a little 2-hour nap to do shit. And right now we just need to get through the game. Resistance Ranger mascot was sent by Black Hole Birdie in search of the penthouse. If you speak more about it inside the hotel. Speak with Dr. Goodnight to discover what she may have learned from Helen's autopsy. Yeah, that's right. I'll do that.
What floor would you like to visit?
Yeah, the lobby.
To the lobby we go!
And just keep the companions we currently have equipped. Okay, here we go. Let's see, I think Dr. Goodnight's just over here, right? Why is this thing?
What the? I was going to wash my hands, I swear.
Oh. I'm sorry, sir. I thought this was the... Never mind.
Inspector, not a moment too soon. I just finished my autopsy report.
Would you want... Would you mind washing your hands before you give me anything?
Oh, don't be so squeamish. You won't find any viscera under my fingernails. I trimmed them just this morning. Ruth Bellamy was killed by plasma damage to the upper vertebrae, the occipital bone, and the cerebellum. If it's any consolation, her death was instantaneous and painless. I've also discovered a poisonous compound in Miss Bellamy's stomach lining ingested during her last meal. Toxic, but not enough to kill her. Spencer Woolrich complained of a stomach ailment around the same time period. I assumed he was being, you know, Spencer, but now I'm not so sure.
So someone was obviously trying to poison Helen.
Almost certainly. Well, possibly they were trying to make her extremely uncomfortable, but I suppose killing her would also satisfy that criterion.
And you're sure it wasn't just the hotel food?
The thought occurred to me. I tested this hypothesis by vacating the contents of my stomach and testing for the presence of the same toxin, slightly elevated levels of mercury, and an alarming amount of blue food coloring. But other than that, no. I'm certain it wasn't, as you put it, just the hotel food.
When we were talking, you called her Ruth Bellamy, not Halcyon Helen.
Oh, how curious. I do believe you're right. I wonder if this has something to do with the autopsy process. She was Halcyon Helen up until the moment I brought her to the operating table. But as soon as I cut her open, I stopped thinking of her as Halcyon Helen. It's almost as if she stopped being an icon and became a human being.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I had a feeling you'd understand.
I noticed you had patient logs in your terminal.
I do keep logs of every patient I treat. Despite appearances, I'm not merely a coroner. I'm also the Grand Colonial's only, and therefore greatest, doctor.
Huh. Is that allowed?
I don't see the conflict of interest. As the hotel's doctor, I attend to the health of my patients when they're alive. As the coroner, I attend to my patients when they're dead. If I do my job as a doctor, I rarely have to call upon my skills as a coroner. And if a patient dies under my treatment, my coroner's report practically writes itself.
Well, at least you're satisfied with your work.
I'm very pleased with my work. Cedric Kincannon is an outstanding employer. What I'm about to tell you, do me a favor and keep this between us.
You know what? Yeah, I love a good secret.
I'd much rather work for Slug than Rizzo's. Rizzo's makes a great show about the happiness of its workers, but I think it's all rather artificial. I'm paid well. I work hard. I'm given respect and a reasonable degree of freedom. Cedric Kincannon runs a tight ship. Most of us enjoy working for Slug.
I'll bear that in mind. Thanks.
Will there be anything else?
We'll talk later. Yeah, won't be able to get there just yet, so let's go find the mascot, see what the fuck is going on there. If I can somehow manage to finish up the DLC tonight, that would be awesome. Which means I'll be almost finished with this game, which means I'll be able to continue the Assassin's Creed-a-thon. Because I just want to get this game out of the way. I want to have less on my plate, because I literally work nights now, and I stream either on my 2 days off, or a late-night stream. So yeah.
Come here! I want to give you a gift!
Yeah, I guess something else. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, as if we took care of this problem, but there's still people who've been infected by plants, of all things. Or worms, actually. I don't know why I said plants, but yeah, worms. Actually, no, let's go back real quick. There was a person that I talked to earlier for another side quest. I wonder if she'll do the continuation of the... Well, then again, no, I already kind of concluded the investigation. People are getting infected.
Hey, Inspector.
Okay. No, she didn't have anything to say. Got it. No, that's still stealing. I don't feel like getting people mad at me right now. Well, it looks like if I wanted to, I can access that area. I'm sure I'll have to eventually.
Look here. I could use a new pair of glasses.
can't imagine where you misplaced your old pair.
Hey, you! Come take a look.
What do you got?
Hey, you look like you need some stuff. Fancy watch? Spare cufflink? Single earring? You want it, I've got it.
So, what is all this junk?
Junk? My friend, this is not junk. These are people's prized possessions. Priceless personal effects, beloved souvenirs and knickknacks.
So, how did you come by them?
Huh? Oh, well, some of the guests left this stuff behind.
You mean you stole it?
I would certainly not admit to that, even if it were true. Take a look for yourself.
Alright, you doing okay?
Me? Oh, sure. Terrific. Never better. And as soon as I pay off my docking fines, I'll be back on my feet and in my ship.
Docking fines?
So it turns out Slug has some pretty strict rules on vehicle docking, and I may have broken a few of them. Who'd think Slug would be so strict?
Docking rules?
Let's see. There's docking without prior authorization, double docking, docking into adjacent vessels, docking while under the influence of alcohol, docking while under the influence of caffeinoids, and loitering.
Sounds like a Tuesday to me.
Well, I'm sure they'll go easier on the inspector than on little old me. But say, maybe you could help a stranger out? Buy some of my goods?
Alright, may as well see what you got. Don't know if I will get anything. Not exactly helping her right now, am I? Then again, no. She didn't have much useful stuff. What? Oof. Yeah. So this game does have texture issues sometimes where they load slowly. Same goes for Jedi Fallen Order. Didn't look like Liza P had that issue as far as I'm aware, but who knows, since they want to put it on current gen and next gen consoles, it may just happen.
You're sure he's not in the museum?
Even if he is, no one will think you dress the same as him on purpose.
I was at breakfast first. If anything, he's dressed the same as me.
But we can part your hair on the other side, just in case.
You know what? Maybe one day I'll just do a supernova difficulty playthrough where I just try to kill everyone.
Hardline discrepancy detected nearby.
Of course, how did I know he was gonna be fucking dead?
Discrepancy detected. Rizzo's company policy clearly states that all proprietary mascots must exhibit signs of physical life.
Puncture wounds near his collarbone. Having trouble finding an exit wound.
Excellent observation, Inspector. Have you deduced a possible cause of death?
Fortunately, I don't have enough in handguns, because I took a detriment that gave me an extra perk. But it made it so that way all my gun skills went down by 10 points. I'd rather not speculate. What does your analysis tell you?
Medical analysis complete. This mascot was likely killed by small arms fire at close range. The firearm is unique and does not exist in this unit's database.
Smallest caliber ammunition I've ever seen. These are small wounds.
Unusually small entry wounds indicate exotic weaponry. Closest approximations are 1. Incident involving a game of darts. 2. The Needler.
The Needler?
Yes, Inspector, the Needler. Bespoke handgun carried and wielded by Halcyon Helen. Famously deployed by Halcyon Helen in Terror on Monarch. This weapon was responsible for executing the Chief of the Savages, played by Spencer Woolridge.
Amplifier, before we go, do you think he'd miss his outfit?
This unit is incapable of providing ethical advice. This unit is also incapable of answering rhetorical questions.
Yeah, I'll take his things. It's potential evidence, yeah. Alright, let's get out of here.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This empty bottle of spirits does not belong to any known corporate brand. Suspicious residue detected.
High concentration of ethanol. Someone's brewing moonshine with antiseptic.
Excellent deduction, Inspector. Imbibing of unauthorized beverages is strictly prohibited under Rizzo's company law. Ingredients include antiseptic alcohol, sucrose, and unidentifiable miscellaneous organic material. Closest match. Counterfeit spirits available at the Piraeus spaceport.
Nice.
Again, I don't feel like stealing, but hey. Experience is experience.
Use this to draw a fine bead on something. Or someone. Use this to draw a fine bead
Hey,
on
don't go
something.
repeating yourself.
Someone.
What's the telescope here? What could I have possibly been looking for? Oh, for fuck's sake. Even if I put on the tech skills thing, it doesn't help. I need a thicker max. I think. Pretty sure it's max. What's up with all the telescopes? Why is it saved that it's a tongue click that you use to try to get me to focus? Yeah, just don't mind me. I'm not gonna touch anything unless it's evidence. Well, except for maybe terminals, just to look at your messages. Walt, has the captain even read my proposal yet? I know she's not big on details, so try to... next time you talk to her, if I don't stop those, terror rays from nesting in the engines, there won't be a gyroscope for her to realign. Yes, I know that's a later problem, don't mention that part. Thanks, Thalbert. Well, Thalbert, good news. The plans were approved and we're sending you the requested materials. You can find your cabling in the terraforming control room. We don't have any spare screwdrivers, but try some spork and forks. The dirtier the better. A little grease actually helps loosen the screws. Regards, Walt. Alright, I need this game to stop lagging on me. It's already bad enough. My brain's operating at 50%. Because I decided to be stupid and stay up all night long. Not all day, Zave. I took a nap. You remember that. You took a nap too. Pick up spork and forks. Wow, I'm allowed to take some of this stuff. Ooh, I'm allowed to take all this stuff. What?
Greeting protocols initiating. Greeting protocols cancelled. Phaeton cannot extend pre-programmed pleasantries at this time. Error. Phaeton requires an attitude adjustment.
You mean your gyroscopic axis is misaligned?
Affirmative.
If Phaeton's internal gyroscope's off-center, it's gonna spell trouble for the whole complex.
Affirmative.
Yeah, that's very, very bad. How have we not crashed?
Gyroscopic misalignment creates an increasing likelihood of a critical flight path error. Possible outcomes include steering the Eridanos atmospheric complex into a storm, resulting in the destruction of the Eridanos atmospheric complex. Steering the Eridanos atmospheric complex into a lower altitude, resulting in the extreme compression of the Eridanos atmospheric complex. Steering the Eridanos atmospheric complex into a higher altitude, resulting in engine failure, followed by a rapid descent into a lower altitude, and the destruction of the Eridanos atmospheric complex. Each of these outcomes represents an unacceptable violation of Rizzo's productivity standards for the Eridanos atmospheric complex. Clarification of clarification. Phaeton must be realigned with the ship's internal gyroscope in order to calculate a flight path with an acceptably low margin of error.
Attitude means the orientation of a spacecraft relative to the horizon. In other words, the complex has to maintain a constant attitude and heading, or we could all, well, crash.
Assessment confirmed.
Alright, I get the point. How do I fix this?
To achieve attitude adjustment, acquire the gyroscopic alignment key, or GAC, and convey it to the gyroscope management terminal in engineering. Utilize the GAC to interface with the gyroscope Gyroscope Management Terminal and execute the gyroscopic axial realignment procedure. This will achieve an attitude adjustment.
Wait, you're telling me all I have to do is get a key and press a button on a terminal?
Affirmative.
And no one else has done this yet.
Captain Mabel Thompson is scheduled to perform routine realignment. Error. Captain Mabel Thompson is overdue to perform routine realignment.
Yeah, I'm getting that. Where is Captain Thompson?
Error. Phaeton cannot determine the whereabouts of Captain Mabel Thompson without gyroscopic realignment.
Alright, then I'll handle it.
Rizos thanks you in advance for your assistance. Please note that Rizos does not pay for uncontracted labor, but a member of HR will issue a favorable remark on your permanent record. Access to engineering levels granted.
Alright, let's do this real quick. Oof. Yeah, what the fuck? Well, that's a decapitated corpse. Well, a maimed corpse. What the fuck? Ah.
What could that have been? Don't you frown at me!
I don't even know why I'm trying to fight with this gun.
Sad. Don't like that at all!
Dreads, you say?
What the?
Oh, good fight.
Ow. Really wish I sounded enthusiastic about that, but then again, who the fuck would be enthusiastic about getting, you know, acid? Granted, my character's also actually pretty resistant to acid. He just doesn't do good with electricity or plasma. And he's not that good at guns anymore.
Nice.
How did it broken?
What's the point of breaking something if you know how to, you know, break into it? Hey, look at that, a living
You there.
person.
By the law, you seem to have your wits about you. I'm saved.
She looks like she's been stuck here for an age.
I mean, what are you doing here?
Yeah, Captain Thompson, I heard you were missing.
Nonsense. The captain of a ship is never missing. Sometimes she just doesn't want to be found.
By whom, or what?
The only people I've seen down here tried to kill me. The automechs are shooting anything that moves. And then there's the canids.
I've dealt with canids before.
Not like these. Rizzo's was feeding them Spectrum or something. I don't know. But whatever it is, they got mean. And big.
Bigger and meaner just means more bullets.
Crashing into a storm, succumbing to crushing atmospheric pressure. Those are later problems.
Yeah, be reasonable. It's not safe to stay in there forever. Let me help.
Please, I don't need help. I can leave whenever I want. I'm just not ready yet.
Oh my gosh, why? I didn't know this was gonna happen. Oh, hold up. No, I should be wearing my armor with the persuade shit.
What would a ship be without its captain? No, I can't risk it. I've got to stay put. I'll go when I'm ready.
Alright, well, I'm not gonna break through that door. So I gotta go this way. I can regenerate health by smacking you around.
System. Searching for unauthorized.
Always Ember loading up the weird stuff, sharing some weird pics on Twitter.
Unexpected.
Keep pressing her on bumper.
All security. Unexpected. Sweeping the area. Halt.
Here they come!
I got worried for a second when it froze.